Collective. Thank you guys very much for joining me today. I truly appreciate all the views, all the likes, the subscribes, and the awesome comments, guys. Let's go ahead and get started with your tarot read today. All right, so we're going to see what message comes for. We're going to do another general read today. What message does the collective need to hear today, Spirit? What can you bring forward for them? What's going on in their lives? And maybe they'd like some answers with, or something they might be struggling with. Let's see what we got. And a big patch that popped out. I think we'll do those ones first. Anything that hits the table usually intrigues me. Oh boy. Creeping. Creeping. Who's creeping? Someone's creeping. Broke ass. Oh my goodness, these cards. Dirt digging. Looking for dirt on you or vice versa. I don't know. Somebody's doing some creeping. Somebody's doing some dirt digging. I'm not sure what they're after. Somebody's got a negative ass energy though, and a really negative outlook too. Curious about you. Curious about you. It's funny because this one I don't get a nasty vibe off of. Some of these other cards I do. This one I don't. This one I don't. I feel like somebody's genuinely curious about you. Crying over you. Oh. I wonder if somebody knows. Somebody who you're not on good terms with, or have maybe parted ways with, knows that somebody new is curious about you. Or somebody would like to get to know you, or you're being noticed. And this is somebody who's crying over you. This is somebody who's pissed off. This is somebody who's creeping, who's dirt digging, fake smiles. So somebody who's got a false mask coming forward, trying to be one way, but they're really something else. It's because they want you back in their life. This is somebody who wants to rekindle a connection with you, but they're talking shit behind your back. Oh boy, this deck of cards some days, guys. Inside scoop. They're trying to figure out what you got going on in your life. I think they're trying to figure out if you're moving on to somebody new. If you're moving on to somebody new. I keep feeling a back and forth with these cards too. Like this person will, if they try to interact with you, it'll try and be in a nice way, but then they turn into an ass too. So I'm not sure if this is because you're just like, no, we're not going there again. I don't want nothing to do with you. And then you see the ugly side of them, or if they keep the fake smiles on and then behind your back, they're being really ugly and you hear about it. Played out. Played out. I just feel like you don't want to deal with this person's crap anymore. This is part of why they're upset, because they would like to have something to do with you in your life. And you're just like, no, you've had enough of this person's games. Like, you've had more than enough. You don't want to deal with them anymore. My issues. Dirty offer. I don't know. They're up to trouble. I see that somebody's up to something. Oh, I don't like this card. Nightmares. Paranoid. Not able to sleep. I don't know. This person's trouble. This person's trouble, and they're looking to cook up trouble. And I feel like two different sides of this person. Because like I said, I feel like that fake nice to your face or fake smiles to try and find out information about you, or to try and get you to talk about your life and what's going on in your life. But the truth behind it is like the talking shit. It's the creeping. It's the crying over you. This person's upset. This person's got a lot of emotional crap going on. A lot of negativity. This person's got a lot of negativity. And I think this is part of why you're played out and you don't want to deal with them anymore. Yeah. I think they're very manipulative too. And they always try and get their way. This is somebody who very much likes to get their way. Ghosted. And they don't like being ghosted. They don't like that you don't want to talk to them. They don't like that you don't want anything to do with them. They don't like that you would just as soon block them and never talk to them again. You are absolutely fed up with their crap. This person's drama. They're just a lot of drama. Fishing for comments. Like always, see, and this fishing for comments, this is like this dirt digging too, is they're always trying to find stuff out. This person's always trying to find out information about you, trying to get you to say things about your personal life. They look at you like you're the boss bitch. They look at you like you got it all together, and there's a lot of jealousy there. And we have the bankrupt card. We did have broke ass too. So this person might be going through a rough time financially too. They might be going through poverty or struggling with poverty. I don't know what's going on. We got legal issues too. I don't know, this person's got some shit going on in their life. Can you please bring me some more clarification on this read and why this is coming out today? The Hierophant. The Hierophant. You are kind of like this Hierophant. I just feel like, especially in this energy of this card, this is not energy that you like to entertain. You don't like to deal with people's drama. You don't like to deal with people's petty crap. Like, you don't want to. You don't want to deal with it. Like, you're too busy with everything that you got going on in your life. You're working to build an abundant harvest. You're working to build abundance for yourself. It takes time. It takes effort. 6 of Cups. Like, you don't want to dig into this crap. You don't want this person's like a guaranteed cycle too. You know that if you entertain this person in any way, shape, or form, like with 100% accuracy, you know how it's going to go. They're going to drive drama in your life. And it's because they got their own bullshit that they're not dealing with. So it spills over into their relationships with everybody else. Like, you just don't want nothing to do with it. The Emperor. And this is how this person tries to portray themselves. They want to be this emperor. They want to be the best of the best. They want people to admire them and to envy them and to look up to them. They want recognition and reward. That is obviously not what they got going on right now, though. I can tell you that. They got a whole lot of other shit going on, a whole lot of problems that they built for themselves. This is something they did for themselves. Can you give me more, please, Spirit, about what's going on here? Page of Pentacles. And if they're having money issues, they're probably looking for, I tell you, it's going to sound mean, but I think they're looking for a handout too. I think they're looking for a handout. It's weird because they like to present themselves like they don't need that. And they do. They're in a rough spot financially, this one, the Ace of Pentacles. And it's funny because you are working to create a golden opportunity for yourself. You're working to build a new financial beginning and to build your own wealth and your own abundance. This person is not doing that. This person is not doing that. They're too busy playing games. 10 of Pentacles. They almost feel too like, I don't know if this person's family to you. They feel like kind of like they deserve some of your 10 of Pentacles. I got to tell you that, whoever this is, they feel like they deserve to have some of your 10 of Pentacles, even though you're the one who's working for it and they're not doing shit. It's like, you should help me because we have this connection. So I don't know if this is a family connection, because we did have that card that said family issues too. And we got 2 of Cups, which is usually an emotional connection here. So I don't know if this person tries to use that emotional connection to try and use it as like blackmail to get you to help. 4 of Swords, healing, rest, recuperating. Now this person has some recuperating to do from where they're at. Financially speaking, they got a lot going on here. But the thing is, they're not putting the energy into that. And like I said, it's weird because I kind of feel like they're a little bit all over the place. All over the place. So I don't know what they got going on that has got them so unstable mentally. This is, if you have been blocking this person, I gotta tell you, I'd do the same thing. I would do the same thing. This person is like a lot of chaos, a lot of drama. It spills over. Their behavior and their choices really suck. They're actively trying to cause crap. I'd be fed up with it too. I'd be fed up and played out with this too. I wouldn't want to deal with this. This would be really frustrating to have somebody like this around. It would be very draining and it'd be very distracting from what you're trying to do. This is what they need to realize. This is like the only card in the deck that this person needs to hear. It is the Hangman. It represents the only thing that can stop you from finding success in your life is you. Fears, doubts, insecurities. This person is too busy playing these games and trying to put up a front that they're not putting the energy into what the Hangman is speaking about, driving their own change in their life, which is what you're doing with the 7 of Pentacles. You're working towards your abundant harvest. You're building for yourself. You're doing all the work to build your legacy and to build wealth in your life and to change your life situation. If this person put the amount of effort that they put in all of their bullshit into the flip side of that and doing what you're doing, they would drive positive changes in their life. They're choosing not to do it. They're choosing to hope to rely on the King of Pentacles, which is your energy, to get a handout, to fix their problems. The Empress. Because they see you like this King of Pentacles. They see you like you got all your shit together, you got all this money coming in, you got all these changes happening. And they think that somehow they should deserve a piece of that. And they can just rely on you to fix some of their stuff. But you've had to go through a bloody Empress journey. You've had to go through healing. You've had to go through personal growth. You've had to dig deep to achieve the things that you've already achieved and that you're still wanting to achieve. Like they're ignoring the journey. They're ignoring the journey, the 10 of Wands. There has been a journey. You've been through the 10 of Wands with all of the burdens, having to sort through the burdens. You're still doing it. Like your journey is absolutely ongoing and you're committed to it. Like I said, if they put the amount of energy that they put into this crap to fixing their 10 of Wands and sorting through this 10 of Wands, they would find their own positive change in their life. They just don't want to. They feel like it's easier to rely on others to do it. I think this is part of their own life journey. 7 of Swords, yeah. They got some kind of hidden agenda. Everything they do, this person's just a nasty energy. They're a nasty energy. They got a lot of their own shit to sort through and they're really unaware. Really unaware. They are so far from ascending, it's ridiculous. 3 of Swords. And you know, I think they drive away people close to them, people who genuinely care about them with this behavior. Like all of a sudden nobody wants anything to do with them and they sort of find themselves more and more alone. But again, like the Hangman, they do it to themselves. Yeah, and they bluster on through like the Fool, just charging ahead blindly, not paying attention to where they're going, not stopping to think about how each of their actions affect their journey, just blundering through whatever. They don't care about the major consequences. They'll deal with it when it shows up. They're going to run back to this King of Pentacles when all of this happens. The 8 of Swords. I feel like they're trying to sneakily come back your way. If they haven't already, this is part of their plan. They're going to come back. They're going to play on whatever that connection is, that emotional connection, to try and gain some money from it. They have not learned. They are still in their 8 of Swords. They're still absolutely blind to how their choices affect their life and what's going on. This is going to sound really mean, guys. This is what my guides are saying, and I'm definitely reading it in the cards. This person needs to sit and stew in their own crap. Like it needs to all be handed back to them. It's like they need to be forced to be responsible. Because as long as they got people who are willing to give, it feeds into what they're doing and it makes it easy for them to keep going. The 2 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. It's like they're always doing this juggling act. They're always doing this juggling act with money. They're never planning for tomorrow. Never planning for tomorrow. Never putting in the hard work to build for the future. Just like the 7 of Pentacles talks about. You know, it's an abundant harvest, but not just the abundance of the harvest, but the groundwork that has to get put in to obtain that. And they're not putting in any groundwork because they're not thinking beyond the here and now. They're not planning for the future. They're not maturing. And they pissed their money away. Sorry, this 4 of Pentacles, that's all I got told. This person couldn't save $1 to save their life. This person just pisses money away. As soon as they got it, they like, gotta spend it. Gotta spend it, gotta spend it. And gotta spend it on real frivolous shit, like this Emperor, right? On shiny things, on stupid things, not on rent, not on food, not on bills. They spend it on new pair of shoes. They spend it on a fancy watch. They spend it on stupid shit they don't need just to create an image. They're always looking to create an image, this person. The Hermit. I'm sorry, this person needs mega hermit mode. They need to be left responsible for all of their actions and all of their choices. They need to, almost like they need to get forced to get reflective. Because like I said, as long as somebody will always step up to help them, to wipe their ass, to fix their problems, they are never going to step up and do the growing because this is easier for them. This is easier. They're going to have to be just left hanging. They're going to have to be left hanging to figure it out themselves. It's a harsh-ass lesson. But this person is not going to choose to ascend any other way. The Six of Pentacles, they're always looking for a handout. Always looking for a handout. And like I said, they don't plan ahead. This person doesn't plan ahead. Anytime they got any kind of troubles going on, things, and that legal trouble thing, that could be something as simple as like an expensive ass parking ticket because they chose not to put money into the parking meter or something like that. It can be something really simple that they could have easily prevented, but they didn't, and now they come running for help. Judgment. It's a funny card. I'll show you that. Judgment. Oh, I think they've been avoiding it for a very long time. This person's been avoiding. I don't feel like it's like a judgment from the universe, like you're being judged, you're going to hell kind of thing. It's not that. It's just you have made your choices. This is where they've landed you. And now here's your situation. It's up to you to deal with it. That's what they've been avoiding. That's the judgment they've been avoiding. Yeah, they've been like Seven of Wands. They've been like hiding behind you. They're like the little clingy one there on the leg, hiding behind you, trying to get you to fix it. You can fix all their problems. And the thing is, all these freaking wands that are coming at this guy that he's trying to fend off, this one clinging to his leg would have been the one who brought them in. And that's what it represents. You're like the one trying to fend off all these wands, but the wands coming at you aren't yours. You didn't bring them your way. This one did. This one brought them your way. That's the one who should be fighting them off. They're freaking wands. Why are you fighting other people's wands here? Lover's card. Yeah. They just keep playing on emotions. They keep playing on emotions and not learning their own lessons. They're always relying on somebody else to fix their crap. They'll even go to your friends. They'll go to, depending on what your connection is with this person. If you got a family connection, then they would go to lovers. If you guys are in a romantic situation, they might go to family members. They go to other people around them to try and play that sympathy card. Try and play that sympathy card. So that instead of playing the sympathy card, if they just do the work that you do and do some growing up, like they figure their own shit out. That's what they need to do. They need to figure the shit out and they need to grow up. The Knight of Cups. Even in the Knight of Cups, I see it too. This is somebody who has lower vibrational energy because they've been sort of allowed to sit in it. Everybody's sort of come along like a white knight for them, helping them out of their crap because people love them and people care about them. And they want to help their life to be better. But it gets to the point where it's like, lays it played out, fed up. You've had enough. You've had enough. You know how this cycle goes. You're tired of playing the game. You're tired of fighting their wands off. That's their shit and that's their problem. And it's time that they took responsibility for it. Absolutely. Like they're mistaking your kindness for weakness. And kindness should never be used like that. Kindness it's a gift and it's a blessing to share that kind of connection with somebody else, for them to give to you and you to give back to them. That is a blessing to create those connections in life. Absolutely. And this person doesn't realize what a blessing that is. So instead, they're just taking advantage of it and they're abusing it. The Queen of Cups is like they're abusing your heart. And I'll tell you what I see in this too, is that it's done on purpose. That they play on that emotional connection. They play on it on purpose. They do it on purpose to try and get what they want and to manipulate. Interesting. Death. I think you've just had it. I think you've had enough of this crap. Like I said, you know with 100% certainty what's going to happen if you entertain this relationship again. Whatever this relationship is between the two of you, you know where it's going to get you, and you've absolutely had enough of it. You've had enough. And the Temperance card tells me that too. You found your balance. You're not putting on this crap anymore. No way. No way. Wheel of Fortune. If they want their Wheel of Fortune to turn, they can freaking turn it for themselves. It's time that they're kind of left to be responsible for how they have turned their Wheel of Fortune. And they turned it in a crap way. And they've created all of this karma that they're going to have to pay off. They have all this shit they're going to have to deal with, just like this Nine of Wands. They're going to fight their own battles. This person needs to fight their own battles. Now, it's not up to you to fix their life. It's not up to anybody else to fix their life. This one's got to grow up and do it for themselves. Six of Swords. I got told with this one, washing hands, like washing your hands of this. Like you're not dealing anymore. You're not fixing this person's life. You're not doing this anymore. It's time for them to start doing some traveling and some growing, grow up. It's time to grow up. Ace of Swords, that's the truth of it. That's the truth of it. If this person wants Nine of Cups, they want to live the good life, they want to have all these things and wish fulfillment, they need to get off their ass and build it for themselves. And I'm going to tell you, I can see in the cards, it's going to start with them having to dig themselves out of a hole because they've already sort of put themselves in a bit of a deficit here. With all the shitty choices that they made financially, they're going to be rebuilding just to get to zero. And then it's going to be building up above that. But it'll build character. This person taking this journey and having to fight these battles themselves, having to figure these things out for themselves, and then having to action a plan and to start to achieve things, it will build character. It will build strength. It will build responsibilities and lots of good personal growth. It is. It's some of the best personal growth. Let's face it, we know it. It comes with struggle, right? It comes with things we've had to overcome, negative things in our life. We find out the most about ourselves that way, how strong we are, how smart we are, how capable we are. This person doesn't know any of that about themselves because they've never had to do it. They've never had to do it themselves. The Three of Wands. It's time for a new journey forward. It's time for this person to start getting focused. Yeah, they've been this Knight of Wands for long enough. You know, just cruising around, just no concept of consequences, not caring, really impulsive. They've been living like this long enough. Time to grow up. Page of Wands again, time to grow up. Quit playing games. Quit playing games and do what you need to do. Step up, step forward, take responsibility for your life. Like I said, this is somebody who, as long as someone bails them out, will never do that. They need to face their own crap. Six of Wands. If they want to live the good life, if they want that Nine of Cups, they need to recognize that they are the ones who have to build it for themselves. They don't get to sponge off others to try and build it, because other people are trying to build that for themselves too, and it is not freaking easy. So you don't get to sponge off of that. This person needs to do it for themselves. I know it sounds really harsh and it sounds really mean, and I don't want to sound mean, but it's true in this case. This is what this person needs to do. They have a lot of life lessons that they have not learned yet. So they got a backlog of stuff they're going to have to learn and figure out. The Three of Cups. They got to quit hanging out with losers too. I tell you that this person hangs out with people who are the same way. They're like fly by night. They don't want to learn their lessons. They just want to party too. They're hanging out with low vibe people. So it sort of just feeds into that. They all feed into themselves. There's that Page of Swords seeking that information, being sneaky, creeping. There's justice. Guys, I love justice. The Greek card, she ain't taking shit from no one. This person needs to be left responsible for their lives and the choices that they've made. That's justice. And it's not just justice. That is the only way that they will be able to find their balance, to be able to achieve. It starts with that rock bottom journey where the only way to go is up, but they have to be left responsible with nobody else to wipe their ass for them. That's part of their journey. There's shit that we all have to learn, and it's not easy. And this person has a lot of learning ahead of them. A lot of learning. There's nothing in the cards that says this person is stupid and can't do it for themselves. What the cards are saying is this person is extremely immature because everybody's been stepping up to look after them for so long and to clean up their messes. So they've been left in this kind of low vibrational, immature way of thinking. If outside circumstances change, and they are left completely and utterly responsible for themselves, they will have no choice but to step up. And I think Tarot wants to make it clear that you don't have a responsibility to look after this person. I think that's what Spirit's trying to bring forward here today. It's like this Seven of Pentacles that you're earning for yourself, this life that you're earning for yourself, you don't owe it to anyone else. You see somebody acting like a jerk off who's running the same game on you over and over again, trying to take your abundance away because they're too lazy to build it themselves. There is nothing wrong with you cutting ties from that. There's nothing wrong with you setting up boundaries and being assertive. It's up to them to figure their own shit out It's not up to you to look after them for the rest of their lives. You got enough going on in your world, and you got enough that you're building towards and looking to achieve. You don't need to look after this person. This person, from what the cards are saying, is a grown-ass adult and is more than capable of doing whatever it is they need to do to grow up and to learn their life lessons and to take care of themselves. That's what the cards are saying today. So I don't know who this person is to you, but don't be afraid to set your boundaries. Don't be afraid to not allow this person to emotionally manipulate you or anything like that. You're building this abundance for yourself, and it's hard work. This person is capable of figuring that piece of things out for themselves. And the only way they're going to do it is if everybody steps back and leaves them responsible for their own life and their own choices. Alrighty, guys, have a great rest of your day.